Hi, Denise Naylor here. One of the most common questions my students ask me is, can you tell me how to write my assignment and stay within the word limit? Perhaps that's a question you've asked too. Submitting within your word limit, answering the requirement and making all the important points you want to include is very similar to using a computer wizard. According to yourdictionary.com, a computer wizard is a computer program or script used to simplify complex operations. In this presentation, I'm going to walk you through my word limit wizard. Just like many computer wizards, my word limit wizard allows you to go forward or backward as you need until you complete your task. But before we get into that, why do teachers, employers, clients, and internet pages set you word limits? Why don't we simply let you include as much as you want? After all, computer storage is so cheap today. There's plenty of room in the internet for all your writing, photos, graphics, charts, videos, and anything else you want to post, as long as it's legal. Your word limit is a discipline, not a constraint. What do I mean? Imagine that you have a flight booked. Perhaps you're going on holiday. You can already feel the warm sun and hear the lapping waves. Or maybe you're travelling home after studying abroad. Your mum has already started cooking your favourite meal. You know your flight and check-in times. Would you agree with me that you're going to try your best to get to the airport on time? Of course you are. You can't afford to linger. Oh, should I pack extra clothes? What if the weather changes? You must be disciplined. And that means packing your suitcases, locking the door, getting out of your house on time, even if you remember halfway to the airport that you left your sandwich in the fridge. The time limit at the airport is crucial and you must observe it if you are going to catch your flight. In an examination, you have a time limit too. You can't continue writing after the examination is finished. Your paper's been taken away from you. Tests and exams are designed to test your knowledge, yes, but also that you can understand, analyze, and use information presented to you, solve a problem quickly, and meet a deadline. When your examiner sets you an assignment, they cannot check how long you spend doing it because you do it in your own time. Your word limit in your assignment is given to you as a substitute for a time limit in an examination. And that's why I call the word limit a discipline, but not a constraint. You're not constrained when you write your assignment, but you do need to be disciplined to meet your word limit. So let's get into this in a bit more detail. What's in my word limit wizard? First off is your warm-up. Tell yourself, I know nothing. Whenever you start something new, experience shows that if you get your mind clear before you start, you'll stand a better chance of completing. Clear your mind of any preconceptions about the subject. Clear your mind of any previous work you've read, seen, or written on the subject. No copy and paste here, please. That's true whether you are a complete beginner or an expert in your subject already. Just as you will gain more and avoid injury from exercise by warming up first, rather than diving straight in with cold limbs risking injury, allow yourself to open to your subject by giving your mind a relaxing warm-up. I know nothing is an attitude of a little bit of humility that makes you ready to receive the knowledge and information that will be coming to you next. Secondly is your windfall. Here you tell yourself, I know too much. When the wind blows fruit down from the trees in an orchard, you'll find you have more than you can eat at any one time. And as you begin to gather in all the research, information, and opinions you've been collecting about your subject, you realize what a windfall you have. You now have a lot of information, ideas, examples, and when you're ready, you've prepared your draft assignment. If you check your word count now, you should find that you are way over the limit. Don't panic. And by the way, if you haven't reached the word limit, you need to go back and collect more information. Make sure you've gathered all your windfall. And the wizard brings you thirdly and finally to the workout. I have to shape and hone. What does this mean? Well, if you go to the gym, you will know that if you go regularly, you'll take today's workout in your stride. But if you haven't been in the habit of doing your exercises, your workout today might be hard and long. And as you get used to writing to a word limit, your workout becomes straightforward. But if you haven't been in the habit of writing to a word limit, your workout might be hard and long. So don't leave it until the night before your assignment is due. Now, what do I mean by shape and hone? Well, here are some ideas for your workout. First of all, check the requirement for your assignment and use the requirement to guide you in what to include. Are you required to describe? Include definitions. Are you required to discuss? Include definitions, arguments, and evidence from more than one side or point of view. Are you required to explain? Include materials that provide both argument and example. Now check your word count again. Still too high? Okay. Go back and check the requirement again. Are you expected to approach your subject from a particular angle, such as discuss your subject from the viewpoint of the business owner? If so, discard any content that does not concern that particular angle. The requirement might give you a context, such as illustrate your points using an organization you're familiar with. If so, discard any content that does not illuminate that context. Are you asked to illustrate with your own example? If so, include your own example and discard any content that does not relate to your own example. Now check your word count again. Still too high? But probably not so bad. Now comes editing. Delete any repetition. Perhaps you've included two definitions of the same term. Choose one. One is enough. Did you include two examples? Choose one. One is enough. Find ways to make your points using fewer words. Some people can be rather long-winded, not you, of course. Tighten up your prose. Delete surplus words. The word the word a is not always needed. People will get your point. Check again. You should be getting very close to your target words now. If not, go round again and you'll get there. If you clear your mind, you'll see what you find. Sort your stuff. Discard the fluff. Shape and hone to make the work your own. Feel free to go around this process more than once. Your assignment will continue to improve. I hope this video helps you feel more confident that you can submit within your word limit, answer the requirement, and make all the important points you want to include. So remember to run my word limit wizard. Warm up by clearing your mind. I know nothing. Collect your windfall materials for your assignment. I know too much. And work out to get your submission within the word limit. I now shape and hone. Thanks for listening, and do join me again.